Thames 21 is one of the country's leading waterway charities, working with communities to improve rivers, canals, ponds and lakes for the sake of both people and the wildlife. We caught up with them on the foreshore underneath Hammersmith Bridge on the south side of the Thames, where a clean-up operation was taking place.
Thames 21 are London's leading waterway charity. We work with volunteers across London to clean up London's waterways. The event today is part of Thames River Watch. The aim of Thames River Watch is to enable Londoners to better understand the health of the tidal Thames. We get mixed opinions from our volunteers. Some people look at the river and they see that it's brown and murky and they make the assumption that therefore it's dirty. But the river would have been brown and murky when the Romans arrived.
Thames 21 has a small number of full-time staff members who are assisted by thousands of public volunteers every year.
So our volunteers today are here to help us run a clean-up event. So we're down on the Thames foreshore by Hammersmith Bridge and we've been collecting rubbish from the foreshore.
Think of dumped items in the Thames and you might just think shopping trolley. OK, so we did find one of those, but other interesting stuff sometimes turns up too.
I think I've stumbled upon a robbery. I found driving licence, wallets, bags. Yeah, but unfortunately more plastic than anything.
All rubbish that is collected gets put into yellow cages, receptacles that later get removed.
All of the rubbish that we've picked up today is removed from the foreshore. We work with the Port of London Authority and they help us to take that rubbish away and help to clean up the river with us.
The Port of London Authority also helps out with the use of a boat for doing what's known as rapid appraisal, a twice-a-year survey of litter along the banks of the Thames, starting way out at the Queen Elizabeth Bridge and going all the way upstream to Teddington.
So what we've done here, we've divided the Thames into 250 metre sections on the south and the north banks, and so what we do, we identify where we are within that section and we do a quick appraisal on that. So what we do, we look at it, so I think we're approximately in this area here, so it's N207. I will now look at that foreshore and I would identify that there was no large structures like a shopping trolley, tyres or anything else, and I will give this a score. And in this case, as I can see very little, but I can see some, I would give that a score out of 4, which is pretty good. 1 being awful, 5 being great. And that's what we do. We just keep going along. We identify where we are on these maps and just give a quick assessment.
An assessment also takes place by the volunteers on the foreshore. A small section is marked off with tape and deliberately not cleaned up, so that an accurate record of how much rubbish is present can be recorded. And still, some unusual items turn up.
It's like costume jewellery. I thought it was something exciting at first, but we all think it's costume jewellery.
Back on the boat, we even managed to spot a couple of seals, before we then came upon another clean-up device.
These are called PDCs, passive debris collectors. They're nothing more like almost like a bottomless catamaran with a cage in it. These fill up with rubbish, and once they're full up, the Port of London will come in and scoop all that out. And we've got about 10 of these up and down the river in prime locations. And as you can see, they do capture quite a lot. I've seen these absolutely full up before they take them out. So I think they empty these about once every 3 or 4 weeks, depending on how full they become.
And back at Hammersmith, more rubbish.
Someone's lost their glasses. In this area, I'm sure that they were quite expensive ones to start off with. They look like.
You can sign up with Thames 21 on their website and get involved as a volunteer and really make a big difference to the quality of London's Thames.